Good news. Chae-min and Yoon-ah are about to become husband and wife in a new film project. Hello, dear viewers, a warm shout from the team at YouTube channel. We're so glad you stopped by to read this little love letter to gossip. If you enjoy cozy scandals, cinematic daydreams, and the kind of shipping that makes your heart do a double take, please support our channel by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Your support keeps our cameras rolling, our tea warm, and our rumor mill gloriously caffeinated. Quick note before we begin. This video article contains some inference and speculation. Some details are based on industry buzz and friendly conjecture and may not reflect the final truth. Treat this as a delicious scoop wrapped in imagination, not a court summons. When two charismatic stars, Chae-min, whose subtle charm seems to come pre-installed, and Yoon-ah, whose smile could probably broker world peace, are whispered into a single project, the internet behaves like a kettle about to whistle. Rumors are currently circulating that a production company is in early negotiations to cast the pair together in a brand new contemporary film. The twist, from the very opening scene, they'll be married to each other. If that sentence didn't make your chest twinge with giddy curiosity, check your pulse. This is the sort of premise that asks for a popcorn bucket and a comfortable sweater. Imagine two sparkling leads who have already proven they can carry a story, now invited to play a married couple from the start. The possibilities for romantic comedy gold, or a tender, modern domestic drama, are endless. How this rumor started and why it's getting louder. Industry whispers often begin as polite knocks on the right doors. A production house notices chemistry in a recent project, they scribble names on a whiteboard, someone mentions a schedule, and suddenly the rumor is wearing a tuxedo. Word on the street, yes, the very same street where art directors loiter and stylists plot wardrobe revolutions, is that the production company behind a recent successful release has set its sights on pairing Chae-min and Yoon-ah. The logic is deliciously simple. Why fix what isn't broken? If audiences loved their recent performances, doubling down on that pairing for a fresh, modern story seems like a sensible and bankable gamble. But let's be practical for a moment. This is currently a plan in negotiation. Contracts, scripts, director choices, shooting schedules, and lots of coffee-fueled meetings must still happen before action becomes release date. Translation: it's exciting, but not yet signed, sealed, or delivered. What a film that begins with a married couple could look like. There's something subversively charming about starting a story at happily married instead of the usual meet-cute arc. Screenwriters get to skip to the delightful and weird middle of relationships, the morning routines, the tiny domestic wars over who left the lights on, the shared histories buried in sock drawers, and the comfortable silences that somehow say more than any romantic monologue. Picture this: Chae-min, the thoughtful, slightly bewildered husband who hides his romantic impulses in dry humor, and Yoon-ah, the lively, utterly grounded partner, with a surprising streak of mischief. Their home becomes a character. An apartment with one too many succulents, a kitchen that never quite forgives burnt toast, and a balcony that overhears more conversations than a sidewalk cafe. Add modern concerns, career choices, social media shadows, and family expectations, and you have a story that's both funny and heartbreakingly real. Fan reaction: fantasy meets fandom. Fans are already drafting imaginary playlists, debating who would do the better dramatic eyebrow raise, and assigning nicknames like Team Morning Coffee or Team Midnight Texts. Memes will arrive fast, fan edits will trickle into midnight timelines, and shipping comments will outnumber lost socks. This is the sort of casting that turns casual viewers into scheming romantics who audibly clutch their chests every time the leads share a scene. Of course, the most responsible fandoms will temper daydreams with reality, agreement-driven consent about privacy, mature speculation, and, crucially, patience, while the production navigates the many steps from idea to premiere. Creative possibilities, genre, director, and tone. Because the premise is flexible, there are many directions the filmmakers could take. Romantic dramedy, lean into wit and warmth. Episodes of domestic life become Mini novellas of human foibles. Contemporary drama. Explore the pressures of modern life and relationships, with quieter, more intimate cinematography. Light-hearted ensemble piece. Their marriage anchors a wider cast. Neighbors, office mates, and in-laws add color and chaos. Which director might helm such a project? That's the million-one question. Depending on the desired tone, the production could seek a director known for comedic timing or one celebrated for tender, character-driven storytelling. Either way, casting these two together opens a buffet of stylistic choices the production team can nibble on. Practical realities. Why the rumor isn't yet a headline. Let us play producer for a paragraph and list the hurdles. Script finalization. The script must be completed, revised, and approved, often a process of months. Schedule alignment. Lee Chae-min and Yoon-ah both have careers and lives to juggle. Their availability is critical. Contract negotiations, agents, legal teams, and financial agreements need meticulous ironing out. Funding and approvals. Even with star power, the budget, location permits, and studio approvals can be gatekeepers. Publicity strategy. The production will likely coordinate a planned announcement, if and when both stars are on board. In short, we're at pleasant planning, not filming at dawn. That's the difference between a rumor and a confirmed project. If it happens, what fans might expect. Should negotiations land and cameras roll, audiences might expect teasers that emphasize domestic humor and relatable marital beats, behind-the-scenes clips showing the leads joking between takes, fashion moments that marry everyday comfort with cinematic polish, interviews where both actors tease but respectfully deflect real-life questions about their off-screen relationship, because professional boundaries matter. A little wishful thinking, because why not? To close, rumors like these are part of what keeps movie-loving hearts warm in the off-season. They are sparks, fun, speculative, and a little frisky. We'll keep an eye and an ear out for official announcements, but until then, let's savor the idea of Lee Chae-min and Yoon-ah exploring marital life on screen, whether that turns into a rom-com, a touching drama, or the internet's favorite midweek daydream. If you loved this speculative deep dive, don't forget to support on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe to help us bring more playful scoops, thoughtful commentary, and cinematic imaginings your way. Thanks for reading, and may your shipping be wholesome and your popcorn never soggy. End of article. All speculation clearly marked. We hope you enjoyed this romantic rumination.